Hi, Andrew. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Kate?
I'm well. I'm kind of missing the frosted tips a little bit. I'm
I'm
not gonna lie.
sorry. Yeah, apologies.
Those are something I didn't know that I needed until I saw
No.
them, but I'm gonna dive right into this because there's so much to digest. You are obviously the star, but also the producer of Mainstream. Tell us why this is a must watch, especially for people who might see it as a little bit of a overload.
Yeah, it's a film that I think is, we made it in a very kind of experimental, kind of free-flowing way. Gia and myself have been friends for a while, and she's someone that has been wanting to make this film for a long time. And I was just very, very excited that I got to help a friend to get her vision made. That was a big draw for me, to be frank. And the other draw was this character. The character that she was working on, that she was creating, is, very far away from who I am in my normal life, and very far away from what I've played. And I got to be very loose and free and liberated and uncensored and not care how it looked or what people were thinking, or and be kind of grotesque and like kind of like bring out parts of myself that maybe had been long buried. Like when I was a kid, I was a real kind of monkey boy. I was a real idiot, just tom fooling around, and incredibly irritating to my older brother and my father and all these things. And at a certain point, I had to kind of put that part of myself in the basement, because I wanted to like I wanted them to love me. So I had to exile this aspect of myself. But it was amazing to have the opportunity to bring, it was scary to bring that part of myself back up and let it rip a little bit. And obviously there are so many other kind of like parts of the character that are fascinating. So yeah, it was a real kind of experiment really for me, and really kind of just an opportunity to have fun, be free, and allow myself to go off the rails slightly.
Off the rails is a really good way to put it. Maya Hawke said that this is, if you want a master class in acting, watch Andrew Garfield in Mainstream. That is, I'd imagine, a great compliment from your co-star there.
Yeah.
But what did it feel like every single day to be able to tap into that part of yourself? And was it hard to shed when you got home, or maybe when you finished filming? Was there a part of Link that you were missing?
That's very kind of Maya to say, and she's the heart of the film, and we when she read a table read for us, it was very, very clear that she had the emotional kind of depth and longing to play this character in such a kind of sensitive and tender way, and it was really beautiful to witness it. And so that's very, very kind of her to say. For me, it was just fun. It was only fun. Especially when the character is allowed to really let rip and let loose and play the more outlandish kind of scenes. It was only enjoyable. It was like kind of scary, but it was kind of like a cliff dive, and you didn't know if you were going to land on a rock or in the water, and it was just kind of like an adrenaline rush of that. But so no, at the end of the day, I was just myself, and it was very, very easy to be myself, because I think I had so many opportunities in the day to kind of experience something so extroverted and wild and free. I was very happy to go back to my house and just kind of like get under the blankets and watch something comforting. Yeah.
Block it all out. I imagine one of those scenes that were particularly wild and fun for you was when you're running through Hollywood. I won't give an exact description, but I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Was any of that improv? It seemed like the spectators' reactions were very genuinely terrified for you.
Yeah, no, it was all there was nothing scripted about that, apart from me, and the character, it runs naked through Hollywood Boulevard, and has a revelation about and realizes that he's been getting it all wrong, and that he's no one special, and that he shouldn't be a social media star after all. And yeah, it was really fun. It was just incredibly fun it was one of those life's very short moments. It's like we're all going to die at some point, so we may as well, if we're given the opportunity, run around Hollywood Boulevard with a prosthetic penis strapped to us. It was one of those moments, everyone's had those moments.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Did you actually get arrested at the end, or was that a setup?
I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything in that regard. I think you'll have to just kind of pay attention and see if you can spot any acting in that police officer.
All right, all right. Now I'm going to be digging. I'm going to have to watch
Yeah.
that scene again.
Yeah.
Um, you had mentioned in the past that you don't really do social media, but you had a secret Twitter account. I'm curious if you still have that account and if your relationship with social media has changed since filming this.
I do have a Twitter account. I mean, it's only secret in the sense that I don't it's not I'm not using my name and I'm not posting. So I guess yeah, it's a secret. But it's like no, I follow news and I follow people that I find funny um and like Rob Delaney or John Early or like people that and things topics that I find interesting like NBA basketball and musical theater and Broadway and I'm trying to think what else. But no, but other than that, I don't really. It's literally just a great source for fast breaking news and whatever. Like I like being aware. Like it's fun. It's my little kind of brain break in between work where I get to kind of like see what people are talking about, and I find it or see and like the meme world is so brilliantly creative and weird and like I just people can be so creative on the internet and I sound like an 89-year-old man. People can be so creative on the internet these days. But like I guess I'm just kind of curious about something that is foreign to me that I don't participate in. So that yeah, I just find it kind of fun.
One thing that people are talking about on Twitter, you're talking about people being creative, is that there's some rumors that you might be returning to the new Spider-Man movie. I'm wondering if there's any truth to that, and if you, Tom, and Tobey Maguire have ever had a chance to meet, maybe talk about shared experiences.
I have met both of them separately. To I think Tom I had met at the BAFTAs on a red carpet at the BAFTAs a few years ago, and Toby and I had met at a party, and we only just and we also did an interview together for Interview Magazine a while ago when I first was playing the role. It's something. It's yeah. I've of course I've heard all the rumors of everything, and to be frank, I think it's a really cool idea. But as a fan, just as a pure fan, to have like yeah, it's a really cool idea. But yeah, as I've said previously, it's not something that I don't. God, I hate being given the responsibility of disappointing people. But yeah, no, it's not something that I've been asked about or anything like that. But never say never. But yeah, in the meantime, no.